So the question is, are we cutting our New York strips wrong the entire time?
Alright y'all, so I'm going to make a shorter video about basically something that I had thought about after I finished my cook video, which I posted earlier. So my afterthought was, usually when we cook food, and especially proteins, we're taught to cut against the grain. The biggest one being brisket, because it has so many different types of muscles, and the muscles going in different directions, that we want to make sure we cut it properly. You know, in certain steaks like skirt steaks and flank steaks, we see those big muscle fibers and we're going to cut across those things. But usually when we're talking about, I guess, some more expensive cuts of steaks, such as like prime rib and New York strip and, you know, things like filet, you know, we don't really talk about it too much. I think for one, those muscles are really tender as is, which is why they are expensive. Also, those muscles aren't used as much as those other bigger ones where we have to make sure we cut across. Something that I've noticed ever since I was a young lad eating steaks is that we cut our New York strip steaks with the grain. Now, like I said, it doesn't seem to make as much of a difference as those larger muscle groups because the fiber is a little bit thinner. The meat itself is a lot more tender, so it doesn't necessarily have to in order to be tender. But what if we did?
So with that in mind, we see this New York strip and we're used to always kind of cutting it. We're always, you know, seeing everyone cut it this way. So again, in my afterthought, I was thinking, well, if we usually cut steaks this way, but by looking at this, the grains are going that way. Actually, let me get another slice right here so we can compare. Let me turn it this way. Let's get another internal slice. This is our regular, what we usually do. And even though we cut it across the grain that way. But now we look at this slice where now we are actually cutting against the grain of the steak itself. Oh, you can see that pull apart. It kind of looks, now it looks like more of a prime rib sort of texture when you get that big slice down the middle. And this is the bottom half of that New York strip, the skinnier part. It's kind of like, it looks like cutting the point end off of a brisket, and it seems kind of wrong right now because the inside is red. Or I guess it's kind of like pastrami. So again, we can see the actual fibers of the muscle itself, and I wonder if it makes a difference when we eat it. All right, so let's give it a taste. So again, this is the normal, how we usually slice our New York strip steaks. Still a tender bite. It's the actual cutting against the grain of our steak piece. Is there a difference? Yeah, I think so. I think there is a little bit softer of a chew on that one that is cut against the grain. Is it significantly different? No, I don't think so. One thing that I would like to test out is to see maybe if it makes a difference for a steak that's cooked a little bit more. So for example, if you guys have people in your family who like their steaks well done or medium well.
What if somebody wants theirs well done?
We ask them politely yet firmly to leave.
Maybe it might even make a difference if it's cooked medium. There is a little bit softer of a chew, and which is kind of nice. But the one thing that I do like in the traditional way you slice a steak on New York strip is having that fat band all the way at the end. This piece right here on every single slice. But if you cut it that way, you would have one slice at the end that has all the fat. Maybe we're cutting steaks wrong, at least the New York strip. I guess if you wanted to be a baller and put a New York strip into like a steak sandwich, I think this move is the move, right? If you know, especially since you're cutting into slices and you don't want, you know, to pull out an entire piece of steak while you're eating this sandwich with a bunch of other stuff in it, cutting against the grain I think will help it get that better bite, kind of like you would with a skirt steak inside of like a taco or something like that. Let me know what you guys think. Next time you guys cook a New York strip, take a picture of it. Comment down below what you thought. Send me a picture on Instagram of you cutting it in a different way and seeing if it makes a difference, if you like it better or you think it doesn't matter or you think it makes it worse for whatever reason. Let me know what other afterthoughts you guys have, from cooking briskets to ribs to steaks to whatever else, because I think the exploration of something when it's done is really important to make our food better the next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this first version of Afterthought. Whether or not I'm gonna do more of these type of videos, we'll see. If my videos make me think of other ways to do it, yeah, I might, because usually I do have a lot of thoughts after I cook something. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.